Commander Vexter of the Galactic Peacekeeping Force had seen many things in his 30 cycles of service. He had negotiated treaties with silicon-based life forms, prevented wars between dimension-hopping species, and once talked down a sentient nebula from consuming an entire star system. But nothing, absolutely nothing, had prepared him for humans. Specifically, human children. The diplomatic mission to Earth had been straightforward: establish formal relations, assess military capabilities, and determine if humanity was ready to join the Galactic Council. Commander Vexter had brought his finest officers, his most advanced equipment, and his considerable reputation as an unflappable leader. He had not brought a defense. Against cardboard. Eric and Flora sat on the porch steps of the Human Integration Center, watching the alien visitors with the intense curiosity only 80-year-olds could muster. The aliens were fascinating, Commander. Vexter looked like a bipedal lizard with iridescent scales, while his second-in-command, Officer Zelk, resembled a floating jellyfish wrapped in ceremonial silks. They look important, Flora whispered, her brown eyes wide with excitement. Her curly hair bounced as she leaned toward Eric. Super important, Eric agreed, adjusting his glasses. Mum said they're here to see if humans are sophisticated enough for space stuff. Flora's expression turned thoughtful. So they're testing the Yeah, but not us. Eric's eyes lit up with the particular gleam that usually meant trouble. Not us. 20 minutes later, the two children had liberated a large cardboard box from the recycling bin, along with some markers, tape, and an abundance of imagination. Commander Vexter was in the middle of reviewing humanity's technological achievements with Ambassador Chen when he heard a strange rumbling sound, like miniature thunder. He turned his head just in time to see a cardboard box, roughly 1 meter square, rolling toward him at surprising speed. The box had crude drawings on its sides, flames, lightning bolts, and what appeared to be weapons of mass destruction rendered in marker. On the front, in bold letters, someone had written Super Mega Tank Tiga Ribu before Vexter could react. The box stopped directly in front of him. A panel opened, actually, just a flap of cardboard, and 2 small human faces peered out. Freeze! Eric shouted, pointing a cardboard tube at the commander. You've been surrounded by Earth's most advanced military technology. Flora popped up from the top of the box, wielding what appeared to be a colander on her head, like a helmet. Surrender now, or face the consequences of the Super Mega Tank 3000. The human adults in the room froze in horror. Ambassador Chen turned pale. Security officers reached for their weapons, but Commander Vexter, veteran of 1,000 diplomatic incidents, simply stared. Commander Officer Zelkira pulsed nervously, her translucent form shimmering with concern. Shall I neutralize the threat? Vexter raised a clawed hand for silence. His tactical computer was already analyzing the situation. 2 human juveniles, 1 primitive box, 0 actual weapons, 0 actual threat, and yet the aliens' tactical training emphasized reading body language and intent. These small humans showed no fear, none whatsoever. They had approached a group of armed aliens with nothing but imagination and cardboard. The sheer audacity was ... remarkable. More importantly, Vexter had been briefed on human psychology. The assessment team had been clear. Humans bonded through play, especially their young. Responding to this attack with force or dismissal would be a catastrophic diplomatic error. A smile, if one could call it, that crept across Vexter's reptilian features. I surrender, he announced solemnly. raising his hands above his head. The room erupted in confusion. Ambassador Chen stepped forward. "Commander, you don't have to silence," Vexther commanded with theatrical flair. "The Super Mega Tank 3000 is clearly a superior weapon system. I have no choice but to yield to its power." He turned to his officers. "All personnel, stand down. We have been captured by Earth's finest warriors." Eric and Flora exchanged surprised glances. They hadn't expected this. Eric said, momentarily breaking character. "Really?" "Indeed," Vexter replied gravely. He knelt down, bringing his large frame to the children's level. "As your prisoner, I formally request to inspect this remarkable vehicle. I have never seen such advanced camouflage technology. It appears to be made entirely of—" "What is this material?" "Cardboard," Flora said proudly, her confidence returning. "We got it from the recycling bin." "Astonishing," Vexter breathed. "Your engineers create war machines from recycled materials. Such efficiency, such innovation." He looked at officers up. "Make a note. Humans can weaponize literally anything." For the next 5 minutes, Commander Vexter conducted a thorough inspection of the Super Mega Tank 3000, asking serious questions about its plasma cannons, pool noodles, its shield generators, a pizza box taped to the side, and its warp drive. Flora making engine noises with her mouth. The human adults watched in stunned silence as the most decorated commander in the galactic peacekeeping force played along with complete commitment. Finally, Eric cleared his throat. "So, ... you're our prisoner now. What do we do with you?" Vexter considered this seriously. Typically, prisoners of war are interrogated. "You may ask me 3 questions about the galaxy." Flora's hand shot up immediately. "Are there space dragons?" "Yes, quite terrifying." Eric adjusted his glasses excitedly. "Can humans really go to other planets? If you join the Galactic Council, you'll have access to thousands of worlds." Flora bounced on her toes. "Will you be our friend?" Vexter paused. This question, so simple and direct, carried more weight than any diplomatic inquiry. He looked at these 2 small humans who had captured him with nothing but creativity and courage. "Yes," he said softly. "I would be honored." Later that evening, as the diplomatic delegation prepared to depart, Officer Zelkira approached her commander privately. "Sir, I must ask why. Did you surrender to the human cubs? You could have ignored them." Vexter watched through the window as Eric and Flora showed other children their now legendary cardboard tank, already planning their next adventure. "Officer, I have evaluated countless species for council membership. I've assessed weapons, technology, military strength. But today, I saw something more important." He gestured toward the children. Those 2 cubs approached unknown aliens without fear. They turned recycled materials into imagination. They invited us to play, to connect, to be friends. "That is not weakness, Zelkira. That is the most dangerous weapon in the universe. Imagination, sir." "Hope," Vexter corrected. "Humans face the unknown with hope and creativity. Give them a box, and they'll build a spaceship. Give them a challenge, and they'll turn it into a game. Give them the stars." He trailed off, his expression thoughtful. The galaxy should prepare itself. Officer Zelkira pulsed with understanding. "You're recommending humanity for council membership." Commander Vexter smiled. "Immediately. Any species that can capture a commander with a cardboard box is exactly the kind of crazy we need out there. And so, the report was filed. Reason, strategic deployment of cardboard, and overwhelming friendliness. Threat level, adorable yet concerning. The galaxy would never be the same.